Right over here, this is from the New York Post. Disney dumps 2 DEI programs as investors pressure company to axe more woke initiatives, SEC filing. So according to what I heard, the department that actually, the DEI programs actually are the ones that actually removed, what's it called again? Splash Mountain? If I'm not mistaken. I think Splash Mountain, and RIP F in the chat for Flash Mountain, if you guys don't know what that is. But that's basically where girls would flash their tits on Splash Mountain. And back in the day, when I used to work at Disneyland, my friend told me about it. He's like, hey, you should check out Flash Mountain. I'm like, what is that? It's like basically girls flashing their boobs. I was like, really? It's a website? He's like, yeah, flashmountain.com. I'm like, oh shit. And I believe that website's no longer there. But yeah, man, RIP Flash Mountain. So I was like, how did they get it? So they said that the employees at Splash Mountain would of course like not show your photo, but keep them for themselves. If you guys didn't know that, that's the reason. That's how Flash Mountain started, was the fucking employees at Splash Mountain would keep the titty pictures for themselves and then post it on the internet. But yeah, I digress though. But right over here, Disney is reportedly pulling back on its diversity, equity, and inclusion policies, the latest major company to walk back the woke initiatives amid pressure from activists, investors, and the Trump administration. Media giant, which saw its bottom line hurt by the battle over Florida's Don't Say Gay bill, quietly dropped its Reimagine Tomorrow program from the DEI sections in the 2024 SEC 10K report, according to the recent regulatory filing. Bring back Song of the South and bring back Zippity Doo Dah, Zippity Day. All right. I remember there are some movies or TV shows where they have like a disclaimer in the front saying that, oh, this thing is a product of its time, so it doesn't really matter. I know they do that. I remember I bought a DVD of Tom and Jerry, and they had the mammy thing, right? The mammy where like the mammy will come down. It's like, Thomas, right? And then you have like these things where it's like they throw like a bucket of oil on Tom's face and it looks like he's doing blackface. They never censor that or remove that. But you have Whoopi Goldberg coming out and said that, oh, you know, this is the product of its time. And if we were to censor it or remove it from the cartoon, it will be removing history and what Hanna-Barbera would want the people to see. Yes, this is dated and does not make sense anymore, but we shouldn't censor it, right? So that's what Whoopi Goldberg used to be pretty based. No, not anymore. Right, the program, which has mentioned in its 2023 report, has a mission statement of amplifying underrepresented voices and features some of Disney's DEI commitments and actions, according to its website. Initiative promised 50% of the regular and reoccurring characters across Disney universe would come from underrepresented groups. So this is good. That means that moving forward, I would say stuff that's in pre-production will not have the shit anymore, and hopefully they'll actually bring back characters. They don't have like, I don't know, token black people to take up mantles. Look, I said, and I'll say this again. Falcon should have been his own character. He should have his own TV show that wasn't garbage. And Bucky should have became the Captain America, or he should have been Bucky, right? He had Bucky with the shield. That would have been a lot better. The program sparked outrage in 2022 when a company-wide Zoom calls was leaked on social media. The not-so-secret gay agenda, right over here. At the company, while boasted that the company was ditching the words like ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls at its theme parks in order to not alienate transgender children. And this is absolutely retarded right over here. I used to work at Disneyland, and it's always been ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are damas y caballeros, niños y niñas. It's always been that, right? Although the program's website is still up and running, Stefan Padfield, director of the Free Enterprise Project for the National Center of Public Policy Research, told Fox News Digital on Monday that its exclusion from the SEC filing sound signal change at the Mouse House. Disney dropping Reimagine Tomorrow from their DEI section could mean that they're walking back their DEI investments, or it could signal that they're hiding them. Most likely they're hiding them. They're basically renaming them. They're not calling them DEI officers or whatever, DEI managers. They're renaming them is because they still want to push their message and their agenda, but they want to hide that shit. It's sort of like when they are doing this thing called Bridge. We talked about it at length before on Project Eggroll, and a bunch of other people talked about it. Kirshow's the one who brought it up. And with that, it is pretty wild that these people think that they're hiding their shit and they think they can get away with it. Is because the internet's forever, and using the Wayback Machine, we can actually use that website and go back to see before it was changed. So they're definitely renaming them. They're not removing them. The company has also dropped the Disney look appearance guidelines from the DEI section in its really. So if you guys don't know what the Disney look is, when you work at the theme park, you have to have you have to be clean shaven, and you cannot wear like a hijab, right? You cannot wear you cannot wear a hat. It has to be part of the Disney look, right? No visible tattoos. You have to be super it has to look family friendly, right? Of course, if you have tattoos and stuff like that, you're not clean shaven, or your beard or mustache is all you look like a homeless person. They will actually legit tell you to go back and shave. I haven't gotten in trouble for it, but my friend has. He sort of let his beard grow out, and it looks like he's like a homeless guy. And he's like, nah, man. Like the lead would be like, go back and shave. And he's like, fuck, right? So, and they actually have razors, basically the big razors, the disposable ones, in vending machines in the back. So whenever you go backstage, you have to buy it for $1 and you have to shave it. And the thing is, you also have to buy shaving cream. But yeah, the whole Disney look. I remember, I forgot when it was. I think it was after my time. There was a lady that was working at the Disneyland Hotel, or one of the Disney affiliated hotels at the time. And she had she had some kind of headdress, some kind of shawl or some shit like that, or some kind of headdress, something that Ilhan Omar would wear over her head. And I believe there was she wasn't complying with the Disney look, and I believe she sued Disney. I'm not sure if she won or lost. I didn't follow up with that lawsuit, but it was a huge thing. So the whole Disney look thing is this is gonna be big. I guarantee you can't have any visible tattoos, and you still have to shave yourself. You have to have a clean shaved look, or at least you can't look like a homeless person. But the whole headdress thing, I think that's the reason why they're dropping this Disney look thing, right? Because there are more Muslim people around the world, and they do want to work at Disney and Disney World. 2023 SEC filing stated that the guidelines were updated to cultivate more inclusive environments that encourages and celebrate authentic expressions and belonging among employees. Disney did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Disney's DEI policies were in part a reaction to Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' Don't Say Gay law, which barred the discussion of gender identity and sexual orientations for kids in public. And of course, they said that this is in quotes. The reason why it's in quotes is because when you say don't say gay, they also mean don't say straight. You cannot talk to kids about having sex and shit like that, or oh, I have a penis, you have vagina. You can't say that shit at school. You just can't. President Trump recently ordered an end to DEI in the federal government for its contractors, which includes many private companies. Meanwhile, companies are also under pressure from conservative critics who say DEI programs are discriminatory against non-minorities. Corporations such as Meta and John Deere have rolled back their DEI programs, while others like Apple, Costco have pushed back. Yep, we got Reverend Al Sharpton basically saying, no, we gotta have the DEI, right? But we do have a big companies like Coke, Toyota, and a bunch of these major companies are like, okay, we're gonna stop that, because they lost a lot of money. Same thing with Target. Yeah, vagina. Let's see, Google, GM, Intel, Pepsi, Comcast, Philip Morris, and others have softened or deleted their DEI language. Usually, most of them are hiding. Some of them are actually legit, but we'll see. We need to have more Robbie Starbuck people like Robbie Starbuck in the world, so they can actually expose this kind of shit. Where is your data that shows DEI serves the bottom line? Padfield asked companies that still employ DEI measures. The concern about the scrutiny about these questions is built into the investments. We're seeing across the companies. The Trump administration announced that they'll investigate 9 companies for their DEI practices, and you are seeing corporations scramble to not be among those 9. Yep. The DEI battle is also being fought in the courtroom on Friday. Target was hit with a class action lawsuit after shareholders alleged the retail giant misled investors about its risks of its DEI initiatives, which led consumers to boycott and the stock prices tank. I remember that shit. This is the whole tucking bull crap, right? Oh shit, I didn't know that. Good. The stock price has plummeted 22% on November. Holy, destroying nearly $16 billion market cap in a single day. Holy shit. Right over here. The retailer faced severe backlash after they sold tuck-friendly female bathing suits and mugs displaying the terms gender fluid as part of their Pride store displays. I guarantee this year, in a couple of months when Pride comes back, this is gonna be gone. Right? And people are saying, oh, any publicity is good publicity. Bud Light never recovered. Never, ever recovered. So, yeah, this is crazy, man. But this is good. This is very good. Hopefully, it's a step in the right direction for a lot of these companies. And I hope that Disney isn't just hiding or renaming their DEI stuff and actually getting rid of it. Because that's what we need, is to get rid of all this shit. Cut it, root, and stem. He was a princess. Ron Perlman is a princess for sure.